Hello everybody, welcome back to VBA Lesson 4. Today we will talk about how to use the if-else statements in your programs. This is a very simple example of a job application eligibility check. Pretty much the user just put in their GPA and the program will let them know if they're eligible to apply for the job or not based on what their GPAs are. So this template is available for you to download on the course shell. Let's start by going to the Developer tab and clicking on Visual Basic. Want to insert a module? Okay, let's start writing our program. I will call my program Submit GPA. We only have one variable to declare, so I will only have to do one GPA. That's double. The GPAs are usually decimal numbers, so that's why we do double. Okay, and then we want to let the program know that we are gonna get information from this particular worksheet and this particular cell. This worksheet is called Sheet 1, and this cell is in row 7 and column 3. Let's go back here, and we want to put in GPA is equal to this workbook dot sheets. Okay, the information is in sheet 1 dot cells. Okay, the cell will be 7 3, row 7 column 3 dot value. Okay, and the next step is to write the if-else statement. So our requirement here is that if a user has a GPA that's equal or higher than 2.5, he or she can apply for the job. So we can write if GPA is greater or equal to 2.5 and GPA less or equal to 4. Then we have to put in this requirement because the 4 is the maximum that you can get. So it's important that we have the information in there. Okay. So if the user's GPA is between 2.5, I'm sorry, this should be 5. It's between 2.5 and 4. The user can apply for the job. So we will have to let the user know that. So message box, tell them that they are eligible to apply for the job. You are eligible to apply. Right? Sometimes people make mistakes, and if the user puts in a GPA that is more than 4, such as a 4.1 or 4.2, we as designers, we have to let them know that they made a mistake and they need to correct it. To be able to do that, we use the else if statement, GPA bigger than 4. Then we'll have to do a message box once again to let them know that it's not possible to have a GPA that's higher than 4. So invalid entry. And they will have to put in something else. Okay. Now, we want to do the last part of the if-else statement. So basically, there are 3 scenarios. Either they made a mistake, or they are eligible, or they're not eligible. So we already considered the eligible scenario and the invalid entry scenario. And the last one will be ineligible to apply. Okay, so we can put an else message box. Sorry, you can not apply. Okay. So that is for users that do not have a GPA that's higher or equal to 2.5. We have to let them know that they are not eligible to apply by putting a message box that says that. Okay. Alright, and then we can just do end if. Okay. So ending this if statement. All right. Let's go back to the worksheet, and we want to put a submit button over here. So when the user puts in the GPA, hit submit, we'll have the message box. Okay, so insert a button here. Okay, so I'm gonna assign the macro submit GPA, my program, to this button here, and I will call this button a submit button. All right. So let's see if it works. Like say my GPA is 3. Okay, I'll submit that. You are eligible to apply. Okay, good news. And what if I made a mistake by putting in 4.5? Let's see. Invalid entry. Okay, that looks good. And how about my GPA is 2.3? See if that works. Sorry, you cannot apply. All right. So that works out. And the last step to do is to put in a reset button like what we did last time in lesson 3. Okay. It's very simple. You just do a reset program. Okay, reset. All right. We only have one cell to reset. This is the only one here. Okay. So we can do that by putting cells 7, 3. Okay, that's the only cell. Clear contents. Okay. And that should be it. All right. So I just wrote a program to reset. All right. We have to have a button right next to it. Let's assign a macro to it, reset. Okay. I'm gonna call this a reset button. Right. So if it works by clicking on it, all right, it works.